Center Street to go, Kiramis. Celebration, here we go.
Peace FM. Peace FM.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Kwabra.
Rapidi.
Yeah, ma, you trinkwa.
Trinkwa dasi.
Hey, why dear?
And I say waso niti dasi.
Why dear?
Niti dasi. Say waso kamubi.
Say I manage you all these years.
Oh, yes.
Wa manage Kabila.
Wa manage Kabila. Kabila is a handful and more. Wa manage Kabila all these years. 80 emani trinkwa.
Yamana
Afishapa. I think I'm better than Fierce Bebre.
Amen.
Aka ma 5 wa waka 2 home why. No, there, you are a black man or there wo.
Dama.
Hey.
Kanabanfe.
Kwabena wa.
Say Oko Wesley College.
Yes.
Kumasi.
Yes.
Okay. So the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir. The Wesleyan Symphonic Choir would like to invite the general public to their 2021 Christmas concert this Sunday, December 12th, at the 37 Methodist Presbyterian Church at 5 p.m. Admission is free. Everyone is encouraged to come celebrate the birth of Jesus with the Wesleyan Symphonic Choir this Sunday, December 12th, at the 37 Methodist Presbyterian Church at 5 p.m. Inti over to Wesleyan Symphonic Choir for say Yenton Sanfru BOTA BSM Quesia Debe and you 5 p.m. 37 Methodist Presbyterian Church or more concert be Ubiamra na a free bra na yeni. Kwamna naka bibi.
Na me ka say. Wa so oni Egbert particularly. Say unim say mo ha madwia.
Eh ha mum.
Ntino nyame na eda na se. Na yebema mame adwoaje wa Sandra Brobe Bonfe. Awudapa.
Wa tinidi. Ti din papa bi. Na obefa sa boy. Obi say, oh, Chairman General.
Monkey no fine in mother like I'm so.
He say, Chairman General, how dare you? Kabila to get wife says, eh? Don't do that to my brother. Now only you buy. Abekusi.
Chairman General.
Yes.
Now the man yet the crown say.
Yeah.
Me papa John Ajukum Kufo.
And then I would that.
And then ono so na would that.
83.
I mano I would that pa any trim kwansem.
Yeah, man, official pa.
Official pa. Chairman General nyuma obo man no. So when you say papa ni gidie wo nyame mu ana providence eso pa.
Entina me bo na nyum no man.
That's right. Na nyame peso a ne ye beko ho na ya kohye na nyam kese.
Amen.
Na ya man shede. Ya ka kire say nyame ma na mfie no ebi nka ho na ne nyansa no so enkoso mo na ne memoa na o twro no enyentem. Enyentem. Nemrantem.
Mami si nyomuntem na o se enyentem kwa na bantem papa anope mi du ha na o hadada abo park as usual agini kuli ha na ajada de kewu no kenkan ni amam a positivity the ebullient the irrepressible the indefatigable a positivity Kwame Nadanka. Oh, you mean the vivacious one? The latest one.
I mean you be wrong.
I mean if you
No the
and my mama. The vivacious Kwame Nadanka. But a bullion to know every day. A bullion to know.
A bullion know everywhere.
I come
Hey uncle.
Run man run.
Santana whole studio.
Me wa kwa banso.
Yeah, but I mean, mama take the more opportunities now. I wish President Kufo a happy birthday.
Amen.
In fact, I got my Facebook page. I've done a series of wishes. Now, Mr. He's my newest friend. There, in spite of character assassinating, a character assassinating, and casting vilifications. Yes, you receive me humbly in your home. You are a good man. My NP, in fact, a good man deserves praises. The President Gufo, happy birthday, more 20 years to your age.
Amen.
Is it 20 account?
No. And don't you know ya kokra? I am a pen kokra far when you be one is a fool, be one is name baby too. Nina near Jekai entity and an animals what it. Jim is 20 years, but
yes, and so what going for here, but we know I kokra. We didn't go. Or that wasn't the one branch and see. Oh, yeah, and quite since now, I was in womb. Mama Yakokra. Man, obo so no na. Mamondo Moyanda.
Ono member mpa bi man Deuteronomy 34 verse 7.
No.
Moses was wonya amfi 120
years.
He had not diminished in sight, in vigor, or in wisdom. Now, Tamajana Enima. Daba me catch President Kufuor there. Nami wa ishande usha Moses. Well, he still reads without lenses.
But in him there, I know President Kufuor forgive me.
But you know, Moses was elevated to worshipper.
Oh no, another level.
No. It's in the Bible.
Yes. No.
I will make thee God, and Aaron your brother shall be a prophet unto thee.
Psalm 82 verse 6. Ahenyina nyame wo se nyame. Gods, for you are the sons of the living God.
But this is an underlying.
This
is when it is specific.
We are medical Kwame Nasunia started a discussion. Yes, I have a different topic.
On a different topic. But me better Moses was elevated to worship.
Yes, you're right.
I will make thee God because Moses got on there. You know, I don't have a tongue to speak. Not there. I will make thee God, and Aaron your brother shall be a prophet unto thee. Oh, Mammy Jane.
Yes.
Ne, Ahumo.
Kabila, Bo Edini Bium. What's your friend saying? Oka Bible once about a prophet bidding.
Moses.
Mawa Bedo. End of discussion.
Because appointing
I don't think what you mean by it.
The chariots.
Coming on new fiancé, controversy over 2022 budget. Ended the finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta Obaha. Also was submit a modified 2022 budget to Parliament. What show speaker? Minority still disagrees. Joe Weiss. Joe Seusu, first deputy speaker. So my ruling on minority's motion for rescission was conclusive. Was very minority files motion for rejection of first deputy speaker's ruling of budget or no air budget. AOB. 1 year on after 2020, Akufo-Addo governing through violence, intolerance, and these recounts. COVID-19, Nanado worried Ghana could be hit with Omicron variant. But let's go to the budget first.
Okay.
Sisi I'm mama
Your chairman, Jana.
Yes, sir.
Mincho Songokra, Naminchia.
Mejodo.
Wait a fool and pimp. Can't feel from Manton for. Na. Nobody here. Bombay, Conabia, she was
and they went to Mamba.
I shall actually wash and I
shall miss you.
Oh, then, I am not said it all, watching and I tell you. And I said it. And I don't make no sound on you. I shall know why.
No. But no, but darling, Charlie.
It could be also be by.
I'm not, darling. I'm not feeling well, so massage me. Oh, no, but oh, then go a good massage.
I put your make Parliament. Meaning,
Buffer Laboni Estate as our Parliament.
I invoke you to send in a message immediately at once.
Now, Kwame, I pay a man paying the name is cheap. And the dark. And the yet to Abamon, I feel cool.
No, tell the away do AOB crowns.
Oh, chat. Order appreciate a woman. Na Kwame, what the Adrian Pa? No, what the buy the one boy a pro the Chagana for 2016. No waiting car. Why a B50 208 2008 2012 2012. In a Ghana for some 2016. Share what year summer what kind. I'm here. No, my Bible I can't what there. Domku Israel Dom Brea won here or J and coupon Queen Namdo on your trasa and it can would be no one referee ready. So rather than Pong order. Or to be a bone and I hand the yebi. Na ya is it to Israel. A man who no question ni Kwame. Ye no yan ho da the 2016 baby man no man we kokodu abenya no ho opanyina no da no yes ka sam totwe Kwame aginsem a onya baby mfamfa ni timfama odukọ ka share oya ya di nyina ska krabia kasa wo fa na IMF odukọ shi won sam nya ga say nya wo do hwe eduma sam Kwame wo fa ho onyeye sana ode oye tabon da to ni nyina do iye chicheduma Kwame won form onyeye every now and then teachers picketing nurses picketing Kwame
na
ya fam papa at the hands of NDC President Mahama Abedo ya fam papa Ekufado Bahumia ada wo batwe 2017 Kwame Nhyehyɛ a wo ye ehwɛ nurses a wa de fail for 5-6 batches ogufe teachers a wa de fail 5-6 batches ye program for honyina absorb honyina Kwame ye ka say na even adatrefo kwa Kwame ah what I want to say ne mu kwachi na seteteda tin kura ekai abo ne ya teta adatrefo na Kwame yentum yemfo wedum at the hands of President Mama NDC Ekufado ne hyehyɛ ba omia kan 2017 hyehyɛ wo ye ni nyina to take all these Ghanaians who had been trained with the taxpayers money hyehyɛ growing at an average rate of 6.5 to 7%. Echinje biara nyu Kwame there. This was and this is a performing duo. Ejuma wo ye nti 2020 Ghana fu nyina adwonoko sign to aba with a difference over 500,000. Kwame it's not an easy thing if anybody wants to downgrade that in the first leap you had over close to 1 million and you dropped to the second term on the phone, and for him to have garnered more than 500,000 it's not something that you can belittle it. What do you want to say the share onu me nebedechi ba omiensem na Kwame Mebo while some I haven't lost track at all while some in the parliament oyesika sama your swap photo kwa kwato ho ba yesa the pay beni ema pinchim amroko ma parliament say parliament mpo na wo wi aho parliament make a recall of the first parliament of the second parliament joined by the MPP the Kufuados the JH Mensahs the Kofi Aprakus they take charge over the floor. Take charge over the floor.
Hakman
Kwame. In the parliament we have today. Parliament we have today. A man for us life. Akotu aba. In the Kwame. The least thing they descend into anarchy and violence. there a member of parliament kwame botuma asora na wa fu akobe me speaker tonight kwame be me speaker oti akotwe speaker negwa and this country is muted over this matter. It's not been called out and shamed. Since our parliament is a place where it easily generates into anything. Members of parliament. There, you did not go there on the basis of wrong, but you went there that you could go and speak, make your point. The power of the brain. Our parliament today, since 7th January, what we witnessed, and they all came out and said that, oh, we are sorry for what you have done. We thought that they had learned some lessons out of what they did. It is even worse today. And then those who are the aggressors today are the NDC members of parliament. The listen, they want to unleash violence. Go back to 1996 and see those who were there, whether that was their enterprise in parliament. And to Kwame, a good father, Barumia, and Shea, 1 year 2017. Now, Sir Eshe, Asama, President Mama, former President Mama, Oko, on Compo, Sir, Wafane, a virtual meeting there. Oh, yeah, Kasa, okay. Now, Sir Eshe, ma orca for Ghana home or your economy. Then you ask, or your okay, as a economic, forgive me, economic something, Kwame. Just left me. I'll get it for you.
Me too.
Now, Kwame, essentially, his speech was about the impact of COVID on Africa. And how Africa can build back better, how we can build, in spite of the ravaging effect of the COVID, the African continent. Able to the challenges though posed by the COVID, how we could take the opportunities it offers to be able to build back Africa. Now, Nankasa Kwame, and he made this speech, I think on the 1st or so of November. Kwame, Nankasa acknowledge the impact of the COVID. We have never seen its type, and that its recessive effect on the economy for the last 50 years it's never been witnessed before. Nankasa, say anybody who would take the opportunity to read the speech, a full speech, Mama's, sorry. I think it was a program, Economic Congress or African Congress, something. I'm trying to get it. Also, African Economic Congress 2021. That's where he made that speech.
When
one there, with Nigeria and other countries or so, or it is a body which I'm sure does this every year, taking a look at the economic situation in Africa and all of that. And I'm sure this was about the second or third time that he had been invited to participate. I would wish everybody will access it and then read. Oh yeah, November, I think November 1st or so. And Kwame, he was right in his observations. The things he said that COVID had done to the African economy and setting us back, and even adding on to the poverty situation, bringing as many below the poverty line. Okay, that means then he turns round. While this is applicable to the African continent in terms of evaluation of its economy, that it cannot be applicable to the Ghanaian economy. There's no doubt about it. A Juma 1 year between 2017 to 2018, the COVID has succeeded in consuming a major part of it. On the one mama, and I want to reckon and acknowledge the one mama system. I hot kaka, but Kwame, if you ever told me there was a certain alternative, and that alternative is in former President Mama and NDC, my goodness, I would rather you send me to the bottomless pit of hell. Take me there. Because Kwame, the I have confidence rather in this pair, in the capable hands of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, to take us back, to bring us back on track. And we'll get there. This is just first year of the 4-year term. We will get there. It's my minister Ghana for Dodonia, Pimpima, what you mean there. In power, you be that often I baffle. Obia, why you be that? No often I baffle. But Mobo was some 93 Mandama, or the two Ndama, Kasa. You simply could not sleep and get up and have the feeling that this could happen in Ghana. I could find about me, what she said, and we can have time to count them one by one. And see, one man young Quadrinia Jedi, a war, President Akufo-Addo, na Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia home. This economy will be brought back on track. Now, quite marketing hand, on Sasuna, Oman Payne, and she said each other. Afibara, although they miss Casaman, she said, Oya Kase, Nina, the policy statement. Budget is not only Kwame, Sikasama, Sika Manyan, Sika Maspano. On your Nuguti, a certain direction for certain major sectors. It is in the budget because the agencies will begin to put what they want to do in the ensuing year. They begin to put it together. And that is what crystallized into the ministry's forward march or the objective of the ministry. Then all the ministries put all of that together, and that is what we put monetary value upon it. How do we implement? So budget, if anybody thought that budget is just putting revenue points together and how we intend to spend that, then they are mistaken. It is more. And the policy statement only man paying regional do and she say when do I feel away him. And the queen said there, over there, all the quarter Begum, son and one with her name. Oh no, I think 2 weeks. I remember Uncle Wednesday. It was a Wednesday.
2 weeks. Exactly.
That's right. Now, Kwame, I'll go to go. I'll go to go in. The Abayan Toye war parliament now for me there. Kwame said, when Yama was this custom to train Shishan Kokrokoo. No, we now work him. Sana, it's a bulky document. And them are women docile. And the members of parliament must have a clear understanding. Nasa will come once a man, we're 2 can year, 1 hour to be do. No was I doing Chevy so about 2 more that guna. No mudo, no babwa, we're 2 more. Get over so. It's 1 more now, Kashem. I think it was a 3-4 day program. And those were the points. My understanding will be there. Sir, yats the Mingamia. No. A crowd may be engine took, and a crowd may be so what done now and chair car. Why we all sit around the table. Hey, a man paying a double thing. Now soon, chair. Yes, see there. In Chehe, one puts some hookah. He one faying kaka. He one ma uncle from kaka. He umbra so kaka. Then we are working in the collective interest of the country. But even before the whole engagement, minority was already on the rooftop shouting that, look, we are not going to stand with the majority in approving this budget. Even before they went to war. The president has a clear mandate. Are we saying that we have sold our goat and yet holding on to it still? Ya ton ha ponchen so sira ya ni doma. Ya koto abada mo man pain ya manutum there. Physical summon share or man can code bibia winsem. He has the clear mandate. Even though it is not absolute. And see, say a member of parliament, you must first and foremost have it at the back of your mind. Then look, there is someone who has been entrusted with a clear mandate to manage the affairs of this country for the next 4 years. I must criticize, but I must not be an impediment. Because after all, if I did that, what would be the essence? Now saying that the mayor will consider to prove that because somehow there is a division in the house, in parliament, that we are not going to use the division for a certain serious critique. We are going to use the division just to be a stumbling block. Then I'm afraid the rationale for that division, which the Ghanaian people gave us on 7 December, is completely undermined and defeated. So 137 now was the man. So minority won't win there. Yako, ne kaya infinitimbia wo abana share nima. Na kwame, abana yako kwato ema. Ghana food ya dem decision. Not there. Ya to na game, ya ta to form. O say na budget na o man paying that cotton. It is to do the things that will help the Ghanaian people to make a see progress. And see, I am for all the criticisms. I am for all the things that they do not agree on. I am for all the things that is in their own opinion. But there is a person who has that mandate. And once you have made your point clear, you must not continue to be a stumbling block. Because after all, you should leave it in the hands of the Ghanaian people that, what he brought has rather worsened our situation, and we have the power to make that decision when we get to the junction. It's my minority warrior there. One kasa, one kaya press conference. What the 1-5 a major request there? The request that one, you must find money to go and do ketu. When you are saying that you are not ready for us to pay more taxes or to pay taxes to support and to help, yet you are asking that the government must find money to go and do ketu. How will government find money if we do not?
Keta.
Ketu nkawa.
Or that environment, but the keta.
Keta is the main.
Yeah.
Okay. Keta. Ato me say. Keta na. Hina yesusu de. Oman pen oba abaya ma 2019 owie e masira bi wona yima odo oyen. What to go with that rogwe. So what to waye a oyeska do de. And that must happen and happen soon. I do not want to see another story in the next 1 year or in the next 6 months where this ravaging effect of the sea has happened again in Keta. Amen. But on your man now, Mother can or yeah, and more do you too. It is about to buy the man. Oh, yes, God, or the that was one request. Then you were talking about ACA. What's it? So July thereabout. Parliament, year resolution be. Nemum okra parliament okra budget room nanse samba. And you insisted there the what is captured in the budget must be the one that is there in July. On my paying or self no office kasamodon wa hwe man so wa asesa. Asa go there or your GMPC. I'm sure that is the same.
That's
okay. Then the next point is e-levy. Kwame.
It looks as if CC the whole budget is about e-levy.
Yes.
But Kwame.
Yeah.
When I think that my bit on this matter, you remember when it was read the following week that I came here. Mekade, anytime budget had been read, and what is Kasama say? More kind of it is the same source of revenue, i.e. those who have been officially captured, especially those of us who are on the former sector, our payroll. No child is a young share. I just got. Nemum, and what informal sector. And what gum, and what crown, and what called by day, and what a juma. Somebody goes to work, Kwame, from morning till evening, and by the time he closes from work, Kwame don't get about 300, 400. Said them 400 if it's lucky, and it is an all-man's job. That's at the 400 by 30 Dubuma. Or Jessica Cratch no bia, or classroom, and no bia, or hospital, okay, Juma. And it will be all hospital, okay, Juma, but on what's on. Oh, I'll quite carry the Majuma, and that it was some. And may the miscan. Are you saying that you are special and therefore you cannot or you must not contribute to building our nation? No, and now I watch it, Casamido. Kwame, they have been this innovative. The government itself, in coming to office, Kwame Juma Waye. The Uncle Bende, Momo, na yɛde adama yɛde ndama kakra bi ade ma transfer but Kwame, this government has come to add on and expanded the frontier of Momo, especially this whole electronic transaction. And since you to be adama say Sarah, and as I told you, I want to repeat the last time over 2 months ago, Vice President special aid but within a quarter amount no what transfer through electronic transaction was over 80 billion Ghana cedis. And you yourself, you posed the question, it was natural that so this goes untaxed. Kwame, what should he na yebi emi kwa Duncan me ya transfers
You be my mind.
Kwame sefa kan ya transfers
maybe amo
Kobra Bonfe Kabila ya transfers
Mrampo as managing editor of the
exactly it's Kobra exactement oh she ho baby say exactement Kwame enti say ya the kakare to do na ekwana the by complain you complain that the road must be done. Everybody in their community they are all asking that their roads be done.
Obi se men kan the account program.
Yeah, now man we abeshim na che you offer na I say I go school I share
once we are tate once we are tate, just a quick correction. Jobo, you are right about Ketu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, Keta Sea Defense Project. President Rollins no fiase.
Okay.
President Kofo no be ye won hihye ni nyina no wie. Inti Keta Sea Defense Project akasa we.
It's a project.
Okay.
We
Amandi fu na warrior. It was done by Amandi.
But
we
but more ye see no za samaban. Or ye, as you rightly mentioned, or a Ketu area stretching all the way to Aflao. Or hon war friend Blekusu project here. Blekusu.
That's right.
You saboteur. Oh,
Marco. Oh,
information.
Why phase one? Why phase one? Phase two no babe. Into ono not the problem now, but Mama Tine there, baby, I'm things wonza kushi there were be 8 kilometers.
Okay.
Was a triado for the Blekusu phase 2. On a budget, so finance minister card there. There's a 10 million. For feasibility and engineering, not only for that area but for our coastline.
Okay.
Was Risha. And you are right about Ketu. Yes, I just wanted to emphasize.
Now, Kwame,
oh yeah, the doma.
Now, Kwame.
Oh, check.
Now, Kwame.
So I can't
understand. What do you mean? Say you want go to our way.
Ebe wa so
so the auto sabi
no asn't
ekupupo wo koto awonda
oh that
no ninya oye bebu
na bata koto ba say eyi mo me what
Kwame na to na we
e mo me che nti Kwame say oh concert acho mo ni na
ile concert ya no my SK
enti ndema numa wodi tugwan Kwame abanye tuwa na mo I say na supam aye nhihye ni na mo wa kan de oye yi levy it is as if the position the minority is assuming it's as if they have the mandate to govern this country. That is not true. It can never be that a government that has a mandate na oye the musu ba no minority bakere engine too. That is wrong. That indeed undermines the pillars of democracy. You must make your point known. You must do your criticism more than can be account. Now, it at the back of your mind. There, Obi wa to Abaman, and he has to account. Now, some tema or so for the better hand the Mokaya. Kwame, on your ya to Abu, even on this matter. Man, there wasn't no one to share the Boko at the committee level. And Nana Kumiasu Osidonida. Over committee level, Kwame, what the annual is the best share, and share Bakodo, and eventually an acceptable figure. You want to be that near that, because otherwise, if you listen to what Haruna Idrisu is doing today. Kwame, go back to 2008 when Venerable President Kufuor Nanaban Kwame was a communication tax. Said Haruna Idrisu more can I'm rounding up. Me see.
Communication service tax.
Yes. This is captured in the hands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to the motion on the floor, and in doing so, reiterate to the opposition of the minority the tax regime, and in particular to refer to Mr. Speaker to page 4 of the committee's report, last paragraph, and with our indulgence, I quote, the minority members of the committee actively participated in the consideration of the bill. They have expressed their opposition in principle to the imposition of communication service tax because of its impact on tele-density and mobile penetration. Mr. Speaker, we are not convinced that the future implications of this tax regime would hold good for the telecom sector of our country. Indeed, best practices reference is made to Turkey and Uganda, where in Uganda there is a recent study carried out by Makerere University which strongly even recommended reducing the tax regime in order to allow them to have an increased mobile penetration, which is currently around 16%, far below that of Ghana. Kwame, if you go down, the very things they are saying today, the very things they are saying today, the same, that it will collapse the communication sector, it will collapse the penetration levels, the tele-density level will indeed be diminished, that people will no longer have the desire to want to access communication and to communicate.
So it's
the
nothing
very
new.
things they said, Kwame, I will repeat it, and rather surprisingly, Ghana for Kotu Abama Waban, it was a different ball game. It was a different story. A different story under NDC. It's Kwame, the man is there. Yes, Ghanaian people voted you into parliament. It was for you to criticize. It was for you to hold the government to account. Now Ghana for human parliament there. Monkaya Finsindia. The Chinchi. Are we saying that you have the mandate over the people? That in 2020 when we went to the polls, you were the ones who the Ghanaian people said, look, come and manage affairs for and on our behalf. It is a good for by our government. It is Mawaki Dara. Mangwaye Dara. It is now time for them to sit round the table. Now, Kwame, 1 year discussion, for the budget to have its approval because the minister has indicated. That's a Kwame, because if Parliament doesn't approve to give the authorization, what it means is that the whole government shuts down. What it means is that the medical doctor will not have his salary at the end of the month, just like any public sector worker.
Maybe sir Damasemi last week, I'll ask again, because Sasa Watakra did Zaba. Also, Chairman General, the harm has been done. We, the MPP, caused ourselves to have a hung parliament, else we'll not be where we are. Now the NDC has taken advantage of the situation and are making demands as if they are a ruling government. Their propaganda is gaining grounds. We need to have our heads up and make some concessions and look into 2024 with everyone on board, especially the grassroots. Sasa. Now who
so I agree with Sasa. But now and here, or here and now, the issue is that the budget must have the approval so that this country can move on.
Kwame Duncan made us say the ebullient, the exciting, the irrepressible, and the vivacious Kwame Duncan this morning. Kwame told the NDC they should give us an alternative tax to replace e-levy. Eduse Poku in Nkranza. Tell Kwame that what we need in Parliament ASAP is a team of WWE referees on standby to count out an MP on the floor of the House, because most of them do not behave like honorable men. Martin in Navrongo. Clearly, the U-turn by Haruna Idrisu and the minority on the e-levy is brought to Ghanaians by the manipulations from the camp of, JMSC Dunketia and the rest. Kwejo Edupako Achim Walanyo in Akwetia. The minority should know that country no broke, we all day inside. We'll all be affected, including their constituencies, if they continue to reject the budget. I'm surprised you of all people who allow Kwame Duncan to change the TREE program to English. That has been the problem of NPP communicators. In critical analysis, they prefer to speak in English. Too bad. Francis Brakwa Since a lot of people are saying they'll stop sending mobile money when implemented, can the e-levy target be met? Nana Pokwa is asking. Chairman General, after the budget was read, both minority and majority went to the Volta region. I believe it was about the budget. Are they telling us that at that meeting there was no consensus? I really can't think far. Nana Hesi or Jiri. The propaganda that the MPP communicators are falsely catapulting is to paint the NDC MPs black. What Kwame Duncan has deliberately failed to understand is that the MPs represent their constituents, and therefore their core mandate is to seek comfort for them. And so any policy that imposes excruciating hardship on their constituents must be fought with the last drop of their blood.
Ask them to go and engage in acts of violence.
That's not what I only hope that I am blood in film. And I pay some artists say Obiso say we will go and protest with the last drop of our blood. They can come and kill us. When you have leaders talking like that, sometimes they
don't know.
Mudi domenim, mudi mebunonim, and I mebu so. Omo pombe kuya. Mamu niechiro na nipa ni bebre wo ho a sabi omo bu mukwasia. And I will fight with our last blood. We'll fight with our blood. They can kill us. Master, let them share the experiences with you, and you'll understand that some of the people who lead us and continue saying that we'll die, we'll kill with our last blood. They don't mean it, or they don't know what they are talking about. You go and tell young men, say, really? Anyway, Kwanamofe. Minti wa adwenche.
That's it. Di kan no. Ebusa say eye den na yedu de yewe anase yewo babia yewe. How did we get here? Manu ye ni say eni se nki yedu de yedri. Eni say ni aye fam sisi ayi enke say fam. Se yesua bibi free abakose mu a na otwe se ne na me kasal me wie ma wie na me ka Deuteronomy asem Chairman General o kan sa enwoma na yesi Moses nwoma etoso enum no a ne ka fu nyina ne se ye be kai na ye ma ye remfi a eniama bebre wo no mu a ye nsane nye biu ne be dia boaye na ye niam so be koyie na mo se ye me refi na se yankai na ye boni ene niam etoto yase enra na se moni ene ne enkoyie e be se asibiom adan mi wi eno akwame na meka e de afua se ne ekoso nyina no potokasa mu. No one is entirely blameless, nor is anyone entirely blameable. Yentimi fa so bo no enko bo bakufuo bi enko a saso na yentimi enyi obi emfimu ayeye nyina ejejeje na se yebehwe anya obrase anya odwo na yetie ye ho niama hon papa bi akasa kire yen adwobre na atu anamo a enke be boye nyinara chama brebe mu ne ewei ye wo bre a abenfu mu akunini asua kase ye frɛ no new normal jase bibi foforo bre foforo bi na bre foforo yi sa bre foforo ya ye wo mu yi ana America eyetemuafo panin pa John Roberts o ka na sembi edi twa hu for nyina di wie na meka no potokasa kwa me say COVID-19 has pierced through our illusions of certainty and control.
It
has taught us that we are not in charge, someone else is. Let's be sober. Or say COVID-19 ya risu ya abawiasi no acha ye say ya handa ni bia ye fi say de ye beka ebe ye wono ene ede eyi e friend saying e sekan adwam seten enyi ade betuma gina acha ye say ye ne ye ho obi ana chere de wiase nyama nkọ nti emre ye ho ase but I come here say
American Chief Justice.
Yes, the current Chief Justice of the United States of America, John Roberts. Chamajana I come here say yempani mfo a wo mo wo emrahye badafie ene yempani a wo mo edi man so sadie yemfa ya dwene nkoso yie say COVID-19 a kire yen say ye ne ye ho na otumfo bi tumi bi ahodi bi adwo ba bi a kyen yen yintu musa ame ade foforo bia ni wono a aba nipa ya som prekope enu ntina ade foforo bia kanifo bia wo de ba wo toatoa esoso amanfo adwene ekerikeri protocol mo say stakeholder engagements chama general yen nyina yen yintu say budget yi trimpopa ani adwen akese egom krata no nie matome bo adoso mu kakra mi wie meni abin forum bi no so akasa kwame nsempo won papa aya genkwa budget ampa na so so ensempo ewom no ebi aya foforo kra esesenka ye toato adwen tietie o manfo adwene so amanfo adwene hwe wo ho ya anye yanyintum that missing stakeholder engagement necessary precede budget it can be a problem here but mpani say achia na muye esini abebo nyina de boni ben ya aje bojo wo abedru budget naba the necessary ya ntumi anye no enne mpani say ye omu amsa okan wie ya me kai say me dofo mame owura yire esla owusu akofo abna o say oni telcos no ehia afa levy ensemi ho kwambe stakeholder engagement and necessary cost no ansa na yaye no na cost sabre no I mean boni ben na wom ofom na se okọ ekire se okosiesia boni ben na nke wom se ye ditrim popa na ede ya ye wi no chairman general
come on fair
minister kan se bi na mene ne ya adwene na se ye ma ya adwene ko huye pa na ye ma ya adwene di akira enka be bo man yi pa why na Ghana ha oye adwuma na why na enya adwuma who is employed and who is not employed chairman general obi eton milo tea coffee pa no ni nkusia da bia o ni dwatre enni sokwa no ebia ne de ebe se 200 ana se 300 odi sa adwuma da biara da enya mfaso be se 50 cedis da biara da o se menya adwuma nso odi sika edi dwuma enya so mfaso ontua to bia wo so o se menya employed enra wonu akuma obi program so young man bia wa wie university me de class so wie University of Cape Coast okuta degree no ya adwuma wo babi na adwuma no sam no ye yi na o se okwakoye ayi companies ya ba taxi ya ayi yemfa yempenti hui me pese me bo bia din ene no ba ku bi
Yango
Jango ene de keka ka ho waye bia chama angalote obi ene to na konta ne to ka na man we pia ka ne ka atoka fofo de mo bi within 2 years obe do aka so onye employed enti asema na minister ka no utie budget mu a nyama yakoso nyina is to help us to redefine who is employed and who is not employed in our country. Said the mekano onkomodie no enkoso yi na chairman general we na megina so dia kai ye nuanom e wo mrehye badafie both the majority and the minority. Chairman general ma omuntie ni yie mukuta party din asansode enye party na mugina homa. No MP represents a political party, and I want to make that clear, Kwame. Go to our constitution.
Well, but there's a constitution, there's reality.
Chama, I'm talking reality. They represent constituents.
Reality is different.
Kwame, no party can recall a member of parliament under our dispensation. The reality is that members, constituents in a constituency can recall an MP. If they go through the right motions.
That's true.
Chamajana, anti a young constituents na mujina homa.
Even but let me add this: a defect from one party to another, there should be a by-election.
In fact, yes, that's correct. It was to cure a mischief from the first Republic time. Obi sorry, no maswami nema na me kwa no na. Constituents ena ujina homa. Na chama general de ntia make us asemi. Your members of parliament. At least me kan kra no, meti I belong to about 5 or 6 constituencies. Cape Coast North is one of them. A friend say
Kintampo.
Baby, don't come before me. Don't come nya e kan ho bi. Kintampo North e kan ho bi. Bole Bamboy e kan ho bi. Salaga South e kan ho bi. Yape Kuso e kan ho bi. Chama general, metumi kra ka se swame because me dimfia and emiensa eko ho no mu a o hwe constitution mu a metumi akotena ho no mu. Baby a honorable say chairman Sabusu ye member of parliament no. Metumi aka sisu dia say not one of the MPs Amabuboy on the side of NDC or MPP and our share constituents regarding the issues about this budget. And among 20 steps I want to take you on. Is it their decision or they are representing us? And I don't blame them so much because young constitution are operating to say, you know, and their practice, reality, no, young far going go on more MPs, anyone constituents consultations, no, but I expect MPs, some be creative, ingenuity. No would be before Fobiaba, quite a bit me faso, ama woma representing constituents, no, properly so speaking. It doesn't mean
no. Yeah, I'm only telling you that.
Thank you.
Some are doing it.
Yes, some are doing it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Medase. And the US, they are also doing it because the structures are there. And now in overtime so. Yes, just had no. Now chama yes had na. Again, it boils down to the stakeholder engagement. I'm missing no. Your MPs no be jai sebi. Come and Mrs. Sebi o. A hantani dre kasa na ebi no mu kan. We'll punish the government. We'll humiliate the government. That's all what it is. Now we are phones no. Now I share with you. Yeah, you pay abakosem no. Chairman General. Abakosem chair say, Emre ye nim kaso. Emre ye nim kaso. Na chane beche eye dan ya nemre beba. De to so bi okwame. Ya keka nema bebre abom e wo budget nsensemi ho. Enti ya kra unhunu nya wo kan. Na me pesa me kan bibi e free modifications of the government's 2022 budget statement and economic policy. Minister of Finance and Economic Planning or the Ekoma Parliament dated December 6, 2021. First preamble no or say the Minister of Finance respectfully presents its compliments to the Right Honourable Speaker and refers to the 2022 budget statement and economic policy presented to Parliament on 17 November 2021. Ensuing debates on the floor of Parliament, reactions and contributions and comments from faith-based organizations, unions, employers, students, CSOs, the general public, and the subsequent concerns raised by the minority caucus in Parliament. Midibesia, Chairman General.
Kwanabove.
Hwe. Die tumi kuta na odi man yiso. Enye mrashe beja fonkwa anase mrashe beja fie fonkwa na oni omudi nkomo. Ghana for dodo ye wo ekuakuo ano womune Ghana for so di nkomo etete wo madwene. No kure womne say enye minority for nkwa na raise issues about this budget. In fact, majority for bimpo akasa afa ho nsembi na budget ben na kwa me aba sebi ehun so obi anka ho hweda. And I can say there is no budget policy statement government they call Parliament on be appropriation bill no be brain sisa wom. No budget. And there's nothing new going on. Namum ye be ahobrase ene boko na ye tiete ye ho no ya dabi ye ni hey enti e-levy ye mu binom a ye say 1.75 e wo soro dodo enti ye nsisem no challenge na me pese me kai omanfo nyina ye be je tumo ye nyin tumo e-levy no ye tua dada o. And let me show you how. Me mobile money transfer be me tua commission was.
Yeah, but ebia the percentage in a different.
Yeah, yen tu ni din sa, but ye tua dada. And my point is
same
that
amount.
That be the same amount.
Okay.
And the issue is that I want to know, and I must say for to stand for. Nya madam for me tin nka na ache mom do mesa I can for ata.
And no not to be out here.
I'm the one from me tin nka che.
Na me interview finance minister me first.
Well, that's just one me can I would confirm.
Interview finance minister from. No get.
Kwame.
Na no zoom kebi.
Kwame. I skasa wo na wo hu nim die. Ya me kan nyina ne say. Sika no dodo no e na yesi e wosoro dodo. Na ye tua dada nti se one telcos no kasa na de commissioner ye tua dada no ye ba mu say look de mo ye no mo kra na ma kire nyansa me ehun se de we say ye timi ye enya sika bi firi mu enti ye nsakra mu kakra mo percentage na mo je no mo nkwa na mo che mo ne mo vendors ye nsisem na ye nya ni say na de no ye ma no nko e bi a 0.5 and I say 1% bi chama general me nyi ni say ni pa be kasa bebre o every say minority for somersault na wo mo eye bebrebe nyina ejina enkomodie no se de esi koba we kan we ne we kan we china chama general mi wie krakra no mesre achia na muye ese na bebuo nyina de eye me de pa yemfa odwo abotre odo ene no kredie enya adwuma na when the standards are wrong even the best of efforts cannot measure right. Se susu bia na ye di nkomo no ye ma no tosia e modern bo biara ni ho a e betumi aso ani o my Ghana you will be here you will be can nyame akira ye yenye ni ye medase
James Kwabena Bonfe na moten in Kano Peace 104.3 yetwa ye jumedie no so banga in Kokomlemle says Kano Foriata couldn't create jobs with 335 billion 1 billion e-levy can't create any much say no to e-levy. 335 billion. Banga, where did it come from? Anyway, your thoughts. And then this one says, for creating such an unpardonable public cynosure with your unparliamentary public antics, in our contemporary democratic experience, Ghana's current parliament has lost the testicular fortitude to ever hold any citizen before its privileges committee. Justice Abeku Nitin Ofe. I'm not too sure they agree with you.
But you should have done acknowledgement that testicular.
The men are here.
All things being equal, Ghana doesn't have any option apart from mobilizing taxes domestically. We have borrowed in excess of what is acceptable. We must therefore accept the proposals in the budget, but rather look at how we can expand the tax net so undue hardship will not exist. Eric Amponsa Boateng, tax expert, sent that one. This one says, good advice from you to political leaders on bloodshedding. Remember, we once had Kokrokoo. Yeah, Kumsin. A lot of people who are shouting blood. They don't really know. I'm going to say, if they knew, nka omoye no. Intimi pamcho me dey bia meka anope me te obi a sabi somebody who should know better. And it had to do with picketing at Parliament and a police force Yomakojin Junction. Also chinchinia obeko. Now then they use the word they should come, they can come and kill us. And I'm like, kill you and who? And unfortunately, benya mebunu biya could do wachi. Na bibi kusia abi he or memuha.
The 2020 was you.
Let us all be guided by Impenyufua Ekasa Semi. Obi duanim osio yanko ikun anyahwe. Masa ikun ahwe. Oberhe na one ne yene ne man ne abusuafo. Na omotio men kanti obia. Ya start Kokrokoo no. Impenyufo edi anim. Unfortunately, ahunu innocent boys. Aban ya woso. And they really see soldier for ne CDR for Kobotu. Ahunwanga nom Jerry Ope ni omomukom no. They were innocent. Omunim hwe. Nti me man panyifo bi nkodada ye se yenko ne kun ye. Ye kun enye ye. Chairman General, good morning. I think the MPP communicator should educate Ghanaians well on the e-levy because, seriously speaking, majority of Ghanaians do not understand what the e-levy is all about. Zacchaeus from Kokrokoo in Kumasi. NDC is trying very hard to let the government grind to a halt in order to gain electoral advantage. The MPP should start its communication machinery engine. Their communication team has gone to sleep. They should wake up. And then, let me move on. Kabila, always on top of issues. I admire you. Master Planner Junior Kentampo. And then to say I'm disappointed in Haruna Idrisu will be an understatement. How does he expect discerning Ghanaians to reconcile the two statements he's made in the last few days relative to the e-levy? His credibility is in question. Sir Obama in Pokwase sends that one in. And then sometimes I feel sad as a Ghanaian. We voted for our parliamentarians to implement a policy which will help the masses, but they're not doing that. It seems they are there for themselves. Osafo Iron City. I'll take Pacho Bremnianko.
Yo, Bami.
FM.
Yes, sir.
And I pay me Joe.
May you do
Na mincha Wonyango, Dr. James Atulinsi, Executive Chairman for JL Properties. Kwame, if I get an EP, I won't be charitable. So far as your topics are concerned. Kwame, Mentaso, Akoye de budget ya what you call parliamentary. Warbon gota to gota. Naha, Ochinaha, Nagana for your destiny. The budget is our destiny for the year 2022. It involves and includes everyone. Abafobopa Oshe Yefunuma one wonu kraponu. Budgeting okan. Na ye budget na ye gota to gota. Na ye bonha ye bondam. Depending upon how people are being influenced from behind the scene. Just because some political parties very soon they will be going for elections. An area or a body that can be used is parliament. Na Kwame Mese here parliament is ya mosu wa ya yen. Ake de sebita fracture. Parliamentarians people why they spoiled child and spoiled children. And see what the parliament house was is agor. Madawana Mr. Nedam Parliament House in Jaya supermarket Africana. Yanton Kobi Kako, Nanyamanyamo, Bunda, why you standard? The Bonifi Abrochi banner or Kotoba or Parliament House or the Parliament House or you clean. You can't hold the destiny of this country. You can't. And then many Ora Kabila are doing there. Immediately you enter into parliament. Ghana first. Ghana first. Nah, I do Orisu Wawanyin. You show you them. People are flexing their muscles. There, you pay militants. We are tough guys. Ibn Mpo when was the revolution Abeshechi. Sir President Rollins Wawa and Joabon Wichi that. Oh. Revo is past and gone. We have redefined the Revo that will suit the situation in this country to move this country forward. Now, it flex the muscles. Now look at it, when your minority leader comes out today, okay, he can't speak on our behalf. But you see, the modus operandi in there, the behavior of the minority in parliament, it reflects what is happening in their party. Oh, Maza.
No clear leadership. Leaders.
Mafama to Mubaha to know how to condemn parliamentarians and their leadership. Nina
accusing them
is to show up votes.
What do you mean by
Soldier
Moframba?
conscience and all of that.
What do you mean by Moframba? Also a party for they have a voice.
Chairman General. They are party leader, Kasa.
Yeah.
The next moment,
Kwame.
then the rest are also saying a different thing.
Kwame, yeah, politics as in a student.
Mejitum?
Yes. And see, we play the game by the rules. Now, I am a warrior and yes, but you see, COVID has come with some disadvantage and some advantages. In the sense there, Sabita fracture Yankupon, it's here or the Yankwanu or the adrenal shame. The in time of necessity, that is where we use our brains to help ourselves. Look, Kwame, in the depression period in America and Europe, it is $2,000 in your one loaf of bread, a pebipo. But you ask yourself, there, in spite of all that, they persevered and made sure that their country is what it is today. Ne ya awuga nenyi epede ko enyimitasis awotua. But you want to go there and work, and sometimes Kwame sabi some people foolishly will come out there in Piagana. I mean the Makata Bochi Tida Bochi Hono your wukro. One point ye janum yen and gas one man walk across slavery. Be someone what is facing them there. Ghana is our own. Yamano Ghana ye yamani ye baby akọ.
Ebu baby ko.
Nse ehimfa ko. Baby aboko anyi eboko sam na zi. Nam forty the body is agor. But you see, we should think about Ghana first. Then they yi bedam ochina yi dam yi keke yi tie yi keke tie ne bin mushi shechi ne won manipulate system and na wotu mo ba atu obeje ho baka there you make this government ungovernable say in some people na again ogowie dan in party ni se senebo na go bo be na odi ni se senebo abonsan ni se sebu odi ni se senebo wo pam ni fi suru ahimem na nkantaba wo impa de seyin. People talk as if they are in control of their lives. Kwame, ajo oho sisiala in what is happening in parliament. Yachin kofukom. Kwamna, okay, examples. Look, school from Moframa. When young waits ban waiti. This government will introduce its bendi primary schools. May I look at this is your one quite. One moon is ban could crash 1 moon is banana, but someone walk to school because they are fed by Ghana Education Service. So you see, it entices the kids to go to school. In your house, you get the education. Woman is a education, you imagine woman or has a ginger. Education shouldn't be for the few and the privileged. It should be for all. Until the free essay just on Swaba and look at what happened at the National Science and Maths Quiz. Extraordinary. We are making progress. Damuno order and so unmotivating him. May you move or main forward. Because at the end of the day, so who party wapawu, who party nipawu, Sabita fracture, Zazun Sabakambialan, obey the Midas touch.
Midas.
Obisa finance.
Finance.
No. Into Kwame.
Already.
Esha America CCLA. Look at the bipartisan approach to House of Congress. Yes, majority of the GOPs and then the Grand Old Party free or Republicans majority one support Biden. Ni infrastructure fund.
19 of them broke
But 19 of them
FM. Peace FM.
broke their ranks and supported Biden because they also benefit from it. So you are making to look as if the budget here was our basic in your constituencies we are not going to benefit. And here Ghanaians are not going to benefit. And then the propaganda is that, oh, the budget here, Obama Ghana for bread, Obama Ghana fire them. Budget here also no wants all parliament. You want 1 billion out of that budget. Then once one increase one budget allocation. Kwame.
And
say underliner.
Nkrofona one more washe kutupa waye enyaman. Mpacho maka hade memo bi anko demonstration.
Dabi.
Maka hade memo bi anko demonstration.
Dabi.
Obi di year pin ashe na so.
Obi a also friend AB Mrs. Kujo Tadi.
Oh.
You are a stomach full journalist for saying they should not demonstrate. Come venture. AB Mrs. Kujo Tadi.
She's listening to a different program.
Odo number so aka ho. Menka so bi anko demonstration.
That's it.
Me say anko ami anko dadao ma unko yi trasem. Na we nka also ka de fe without referring to me as a fool. Na nkoma na efe. But you don't you now for phone.
Ebia no te 104.7.
Watch if you are only watch only person no yeah.
O te 104.7. Ebe
And I would do my tem. Say your from AB Mrs. Kujo Tadi o. Say oya be ma say your ba minim. Wow, na kwa chire wa dwin fe na
mo ye your boy in there that no we be jon o. Ba mi se fa kai me pe program on aso.
Maybe on 340.1.
Ya den yen wo chameleons. Kwame.
Arete tuero.
Kwame. Yeah, intellectual community here. They are now helping this country.
Why then?
Yeah, I expected there. Nje enyimzi for when economics in the finance. Nje Charlie, the university, Muslim university. Oh, you were group manager or and then group director or women here. Nenya so young boy, because the budget is not only for MPP. In Hayamatan, ne young share budget in ne young suggested near for government minister for finance. Into no Oma, Aya, you was in Bobby. It's too cool on pump. Until you wait here, Bassa. Until let us all come together. Nemo, what you hear in there, in the year, Fred, Kwame is Tafrache. Yamamaka, I win. Taflache. No, Wafra was an expert in so and so. Oba, Wabek can some in some bazaar, no hope. No, a careful bizarre. No, ono we to moderate line. No, I can't them. We are not helping this country. You are experts. Come on board. And in America, there were so many institutions.
But
the many institutions in here.
The difference between us, intellectuals, researchers, people in academia, Nadi. Academia from superculture, they be or how about not Chenadrin. Na Sebi, Obinin Yadra. No, I don't know how she no, I done, name calling.
That you didn't deter us.
Hey, Master Obi all bonids in Hubano. Sabi, Professor Bulegon. Saying Brahma bre just to get him to sometimes join our discussions. Utuba catch him the Kwame. Sabi, me crossing Yakwala, my brea, and medru ho. Na, me baby tram would read no sabe cancel. Na sebi imprediasa sebi obi bibi abedi matem kwa into the misro. Once in a while I'll send you my thoughts, I'll send you this, but I mean medjuma. So it's a public space conversation. counting and people who know better than we do. People who can stimulate intellectual discussion. On bet me dia drink papa abam din common.
Womba.
Sabi on fan no man be for it. Nipa bebre obi wa sabi osuro ne ho anaso obu ne ho. On fan no be for it na.
Osonson
ne ho. Thank you. Osonson ne ho.
It's most unfortunate.
Yes, all manners obeka say fani say ye budget. Ebi ana professor bi wo ho anaso obi wo ho nim de efa 11. Now obeka say ebia a good idea by any say obi wa ha on dream say or say any say so obeka say so say a good idea to say ne abehoropoto obi so ho about so idea we anya because research I any say we num try anye intinki en guarantee say be na another group so abefa ne edi natem into obi ho nim but
I will agree with them.
It's like look Charlie meanwhile that same person ebia na the UN be a fan is a consultant. We're going to cash kakra
baby. So we
the ones in the public space. No, sometimes you casa. Nina yeni and I criticize the
fragile
in your head. The fragile and be the CC I will shoot him crown. I'm in a material we're going to dance. I'm fire back. No, and I me the most is in them, bro. And I for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. No, why then? No, cool.
Oh, I challenge na say wo afidie ya how ti wo kan wadwen mpempi so oma ya ye betra na ye keka ya adwen so wo kan wadwen wan kan wadwen etimi di watem
easy
do no asem a won kan kra ye de hye wa no
easy
ba wunya ye e ka kosi se mpanimfo na ankalote wo ka no ebinum tro but wo mfa ma public nti ye ka academia na Koya sasa nkomo faso ye no na ye nhu ni ye
Kabila but we are getting to a stage or there some conditions some we be in I was institutions be or ye the learned people experts
have been from sasabonsa
we to dam because Eco America CNN
obi are correct mo I say mo hihye mahorban wo friend AB but baby water cry the area be your friend Mrs. Kujo so it's AB from njem ka the AB Mrs. Kujo also also Dini AB but area near Mrs. Kujo also if you come attack cry okay Ronald who sent me this thank you ono che wa send me na me wrong
that's AB Mrs. AB AB is like as a Mrs. KB
what's a Mrs. Kujo it's a multi KB it could be anybody
Miss Adra kwa do puzo dimiro KB no kwabra boyfriend no the krama bi
Kwame the last two are the issues enje hula balu be wo budget hu wona nje wompin enwa mo one year there the budget on your Magana for we are speaking on behalf of Ghanaians are here. Are you speaking for their behalf? And have you even consulted? Have you gone down to your constituency?
That's the question.
To have a stakeholder engagement with your constituents
through platforms.
In your budget here was I being Joe of the hotel who budget discussions retreating
voters
that's right one budget retreating won't be permission then here so your constituency
or even through emails
no how emails who constituency we are in buying over emails no we are what get the 11 bo or email Kwabi one constituency no way engage and the minority lacks that. Or there two deputy ministers here, minister of state here, Kenwo Foriate. They should have started their stakeholder engagement.
That's right.
There will move alcohol TUC. Will move alcohol. Will move alcohol. Will move alcohol. Because look, there are solutions to every problem.
Thank you.
There are solutions to every problem. In the answer, yala. Wo there I lolo 110 so kind. Maybe me say yeah go demonstration. That is how it is. That's how you run a government, and that is precisely what this government is doing. Inside one boy when you are not one share. Obviously, na me say opinion wo fie.
Obviously, me can't show the budget on your budget.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh your budget on your budget.
Oh your budget. Budget in a guy this get you go to do. Oh your budget. Inze Kwame.
Yes sir.
No, stakeholder engagement. It should be a lesson for all of us. It should be a lesson for government and government appointees. There, and you may be honor being there, will adulterate the minds of people. It is their responsibility also to go down. And Jabani, no one set special team, no one in them form, one in them, huh? As I was it DVT NDC 2000? Nja wotu mu no wotentre kalum wotu kwana ebuna MPP fu ogu kalum mo baka inde abazi no obey mo wunya wejai mazami
Erifi.
Budget Alote Jacobs, sorry, Bernard Alote Jacobs, not
AK budget.
It's just like a budget actually scan
the budget is all you do. They get a budget I there slangs.
So they can budget.
Mbojo Maminja, Mr. Megashi, Holy Queen. Autumn Kora Paints will keep cool. Minja.
No,
budget.
They belong to a certain era.
Yeah, Kwame Kumane bro. Kwame Mamuga was me. Muko takwadi above you one. Na papa bi jenjen wa address fanzana na sabita facha na jura kakakra. Let's go abofum. Na Amanfu ginger, oh, this tea, the sea is very temperate and boisterous.
Hey.
Ha! Mukojo fi popananu. The sea was temperate and boisterous. No, ebe no ede. Oh, sorry, I'll make a job of this. Let's go up.
No, boy. What made house in the sea temperate and boisterous?
No, make a job of this. No, ebe no ede.
But focus no ede. 1043 25 minutes to 11 by the studio clock here. Twice Jumedini Kokrokoo live in your ear. And I pay a Rebu Enterprise Insurance. Your friend or Hinewa, your friend Mrs. Asante. Obi obi ho Hinewa no pay bi am ka chen se me say Michiano pa wati na ayo don kwa otiti me o erade. Easy but ja obende. Pachuma obi ho Hinewa bi am chan my boy. Ejuma Enterprise Insurance. Kwame na yampon.
Yo, a statement to be the email synopsis.
Member news or to talk about that champion. Coming Musuban.
We will be 1 year on after 2020 election. Governing through violence, intolerance, and these recounts. Now COVID-19, and I do worried that Ghana could be hit with Omicron variant travel ban. We have become a soft target. Who is this softer target? I mean, Africa. But I mean, Omicron variant unity. In a imitate ma. Now, South Africa on a more facility. Or yeah, up to scratch. Now, what to me quickly, what to me identify. Not today. Apparently, you know, yeah, variant away in easy way you need to the Dakar with Europe. A South Africa reporting in our Israel, in our Hong Kong. But unfortunately, yes, I think a few days later, and other countries also joined on the spread. But open da South Africa aye dam hwehwom ma wetum dam ehun. The knee-jerk response
Peace FM
from the West, especially United Kingdom and America, was to impose a travel ban.
At least South Africa.
Now, when you are aware, others were also taking a cue. Mayatimi, on yada, wakaya obi kote ni tirpai. Says ya, oya, a corona virus ya 2019 o unity fi China. Says ya akaya abwa anapa adibachi ada no waya dam e ma akaya wiade amansan na hasam kase na ekurebe na mode ada bibiti there you must find a certain target in the also na say whether it is intended to please their country people or a certain step be there. We are working to protect you and that will not allow any infection from outside. And who the rationale which drives this? What's that what I mean? Or ya some kasa or hold ma we are the na into social yana no a dry ye benya there or then tantama ya de tabonde to binom ya mama one by your chrome in your young coho chrome on yaw na wotum what they share yarba out to them. And the West tend to be so quick. Unfortunately, so if you want chrome there, I know we don't tend to have the power. Even if we had it, we don't invoke it. Nadaba can be a certain servant-master relationship. It's South Africa President Bahama, a President Kufuor, Okadaman. Many are going to make a so on another international issue. On your opportunity, cry warm the United Nations. Man, so come wasam quickly. These countries that had taken that step decided to quickly recall. Kasa, I think that the Pan-Africanist position, on man paying over no Suma or some West Africa and the entire country as a whole. I think I commend him highly. The Bibinia, Mount Cabando, Yimpako, another or Mabi Konasam, or Kabe Mabakambia or Kenya. So urge him on such advocacy on behalf of Africa. Now, come maybe
no Arian.
Oh, baby.
Come Arian.
In the Mary of the China, I the 1 year on NDC, what the statement to be. Na statement Esha, my worker with me there a Kufado, a Tutresam, Basabasaya, Quaya, Ankamasam,
Peace FM.
What can say? Pacho, Obimfa, Obimfa, say telescope. Say, but the one from Benamon Shada say, and this is the work at the Massimi. Hey, what is it? And I come there, Kwame. Ma Bugana Funa, the Ghana for the Yancha, Nay, free. The Martina, the bar with Jinado, said, Mamma Mancanatan, son, what is a Ghana for Roba? NDC, violence. Sure. Impa other one no oti wenyim 2016 2020 kwame
na
yemi na nkasa na numa sam to the ada wo fra na tutu asam basabasa ye yetumi ye mama fo hwere ho nkwa onu se party bi wo omanima oya okita abodin krata ya no ye NDC. No one can beat NDC when it comes to unleashing violence. Mama tells MPP. Then Kwame, Obia wa man pa bakanu kwa bedi no kwara. Sareka pacha wo yinsa ho wo basabasa yam. Wo wo ho basabasa yam What it's on bas yam.
No, what was in us?
Say Siara. Nina, so I don't know if you are fashionable. Nina, Kwame. Nina, it is on your diet, Chimo. And you can see it in Parliament. Kwame, you can see it in Parliament. Federal Parliament. Mbese Bagua, Kwame, is a coordinate arm of government. The mancha, oya bu na yiza. Get in my Parliament, Mbese Bagua, bu na yize. And that's a sha. I think it's there obesi Parliament to be akaya to trust some basaya. That is all NDC members of Parliament. Nina, NDC members of Parliament. Oya party na. Oya mosquito ana jana esedun kacha odanon. Oya kukudu into men chowe. Into men bakan show mine. The memory ya Parliament. Even though ya yinsam ya wum tumudin tatsam wo basayam. Namu memory ya so or the imgwasi or the behe. Jana mosquito unya the mutumin show them katan. 1 year I thought about you offer a good about win. I mean I think that it is clear. I don't clear it's in your the I Obia Obon Safuhin, though your church elder. Kwame, what quick a yen shim? Mire, what a yen shim? Kayen shim for Paul or Popo, or your church elder. There,
and projecting that no one somewhere.
No, Kwame, not your public matter.
A man can't
I have not made any effort to attempt here to discuss what is in court at all. My public issue, public matter, and American wasam. Or send them one shot was the cat idea, but there. Oh, yeah, a Kufad Nabe. I am Basabasaya, and to trust some.
No, man, it's
one trouble, one trouble.
Bazo.
The vivacious.
Yes.
The brilliant.
Yes.
The irrepressible.
Irrepressible now. Can you see my Wavana Kofi Kinata? I'm not a week ago. Kwame who had now Kwame them on the Kofi Kinata. So shared attribute. Shared attribute. Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Obi also your elder, church elder. Okay, shem bopo. There, oya so from paying for our mind, wash your Haruba, Haruba. Oya, I am for Cassa walk home, washes some Haruba. Oya, electoral commission, paying for what done when you want from 1 year or there, 1 year. It go, maybe also, and 1 woman were there, one come home, will be chess one. No one will pay for mine. Today, a year after we went to the post, and this was all at our bar, and I was all Casabia bar. As my overcame there, or yet to trust them. Say you care to trust a man, and won't no grow home. No, what that's wrong, no, what that bomb powder. Or I had that in Yedara, on you, a Kufuado Baumia government. Kwame, I am telling you under the 4th Republican Democratic dispensation. Kufuayabi, no mum. The ada oya da kasa o mama o man kwanyim ne mumba wonya asetena pa say ye kapa objectively no kwama Ekufuado Baumia government champion
Kwame medase Dr. Atu Edwin Evans, Georgia, says, Chairman General, what's the status of NDC's return to Kokrokoo? I think they should be there to explain their actions in recent times. Well, Dr. Atu Edu, we're still doing our very best to reconcile, and I'm sure we'll get to a point of convergence. With time, we'll get there. Good morning, Papa Taste of Rock FM. Thank you very much, Papa Taste, for giving me education on the Mrs. Kujo area in New Site. Also, Mrs. Kujo is an area, new site, Tadi. Okay. Mama ba Tadi ache. Or them your number hope. Ebi ama ba mo Mrs. Kujo. And then for Monko. And then let's see if there are any others here. When it comes to revenue mobilization, e-levy is a game changer. Will contribute to the development of this country. George Kwate in Adenta. Honorable Fayempong.
Chairman General.
Yes, sir.
Dabiano, Ayana Nipa, ye refi nemantem, nti haye, ye kaiso swa eboyen. Opani, obinfo, ajikum. Na okana sembi o ha se edabi ye dabi so nye edabi ani mu nsem o man Ghana mama yem remfi yen kai bria ye wom Chairman General we ase fana nyina wo ahunyahia mu enso ahunyahia bria ye wom yi no Ghana ye modern bo se yen so ye ho ani e wo Ghana ha e we ase fana nyina ani so o man Ghana nyoma bi no ayaye de di kan COVID-19 yi ba ye kwame ade o mo fra no testing no Ghana ha ya dama abenfo ewo Noguchi Memorial Institute of Medical Research ana yetumi ye genome sequencing mo timi ye multiple testing we asia fra na nyina mama ye remfi aban enmo a wode koma wono mo abode mu nyansa pefo egu wono mo say support financial support me ade edu ba bi kra no na nka ya delay but na sika no ko oman je hihye yen kai say ya bi Chairman General mi wi anu a oman Ghana wi asia fa na nyina yen bodimbo efa kwan a ye fa so tu anamo ehwe oman yi yen suo aduanidie kane asem eyedu twam abusu mi nsia ekọ afintem na ensuo ye ntua ho ka enya se omampani eyi scan free ni bottom na odi tua but nhihye ya wo mo ye ne se sabi ema ye ho hinhan yen ensuo nkania Chairman General mi wi anu a omo free ade bi eye gift means platform momo sika 50 cedis 100 cedis 500 cedis nipa bi no kwanya 1000 cedis ekosonson omanfo yasen se yebeboa ansa na yewo COVID-19 alleviation enterprise support kwame sanema nyina mampani ene na pamfo eye ede boy akuntabu a wo ho another matter menka se yenyanto nchen
manka na pamfo mampani na bedi echi
mampani ni na bedi echifo na bedi echi ene na pamfo I mean the government
but
I mean boda bedi echi nka
Jono oyeki the mystic man
omo modern bo e wo sa hunyahia yi mu mama ye remfi every say o my Ghana sebi yenye island ye ka wiase ho say ye modern bo aso ani ama amanfo ka adenti ena esese ye ne no ye refi de esese ye ka ehye ye ho enkranhye ani anunyam kakra na Chairman General budget me offer ayi alote eka no budget ukọ ewiase ba bi no a nchiwanchiwa bebre yi aba nkem ma finance minister for to some for can budget ni wie ye na no minority na nka omo aye the friend the alternative budget so far minority maintain say ye minority leader say ye kwoti kwan so leader won person omode ma no automatically o maintain say obi aye anase me ame wofa asedu nketia as general secretary won aye alternative budget statement bia emwa
why then
emwa
na Chairman General mi wie no mesre eye photo samfo Ken Ufuriata mampani ni dimu na ode budget ne koye nhihye ya mu ye nyina no mesre mu na tumi kutamu abrofo kasa bi say power is exercised in magnanimity mamoma oba no a ne ba wu no ne kasa say Ohempon Solomon ontwa abɔfra na wɔte ase no ontwa ne mu na mbɔfra mmienu nyina ngu no mamu nni wɔ mu akyi munya kom te sɛ ɔbaa nyansafoɔ no na momma nyansa abodwutwerɛ ɛne boasetɔ ɛnni mu kan na misuro ɛne nokuredie nka mo ho na ɔman Ghana yɛbɛdi yɛ challenge na medase
Ghana Police Service at the Kratebi atodwa ɛyɛ on my Facebook page na mo amuta yusu Land Cruiser titru amu free say wiase nyina ya modia no hey Ghana Police Service and no pay say M say 7th almost some operation be between 4 p.m. and 6:30 around airport bypass on drivers now Land Cruiser for na omuna me finfini no omuna me shoulder of the road now how many authorization on March 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 including a member of parliament and 8th December they are being processed for court now omudin car numbers in Abituja. The charge is it says during the exercise the drivers in charge of the following vehicles were arrested for the offenses of careless driving, dangerous driving, and causing road obstruction among others. Among others in Abim, they are being processed for court today, 8/12/2021. It includes a sitting member of parliament. Sometimes.
You were friend.
I don't know if it is he was on his way to parliament, on his way from parliament.
So the police cannot arrest him. The police cannot process him to for court.
Since you're under Dr.
Kwame Duncan knows how to grease your hair.
Dampare.
Unfortunately, you have none.
Under Dr. Akufu Dampare, also no one is above the law. Anyway, Ghana, there's so much indiscipline in this country. One straight in here and straight up. Kwame, just one word.
Which is?
A sentence. The Orisi were parliamenting. Is it to stage a parliamentary coup d'etat against this government?
Meaning what? Hey, NOB beside the Nahu Kosam. Kwame Duncan made us say, and pay James Kwabna Bonfeso made us say. And Bernard Alote Jacobs with us. In Emum Titu, who are when you do a fiddy at 2 piece 104.3. With Kokrokoo live. Wo and I'm down sick here.
Peace FM.
3-bedroom self-contained Onyano Wala Paz New Achimota Mile 7 Achimota na Tesanope. Uwo Bibi Sampacho Fre 0244 668517 0244 668517. 3-bedroom self-contained La Paz New Achimota Mile 7 Achimota Tesano. Yeah, Kofi Kumbilson Eba. The news is on at 12. May your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. It's a tough world out there, but still we rise, Zabi. So as always, my prayer for you is in the book of Numbers in the Bible, Numbers 6:24-26. And so when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.